Hello and welcome to another session sneak peek for our upcoming Get Good at Business virtual summit for entrepreneurs. This event is happening next week, April 17th and 18th, and you want to make sure if you are a business owner that you set aside the time to attend this virtual event because it is all about helping you get good at business so you can get back into the heart of why you got into business in the first place. And we're helping you do that with a series of incredible, experienced, and amazing speakers, one of which is joining us today to give us a little bit of this presentation preview, Miss Carrie Crane. Carrie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi, how are you?
So good and so
Good.
excited because your session is happening on day one of the event, April 17th, and it's titled Your Life in Balance. Align your energy to build a business you love. And I'm so excited about that. But you pose an interesting question even in your session description. You say, what if the key to growing your business isn't just strategy, but energetic alignment?
Yes, and this is where it's a passion space for me. I lived in a very high stress, fast paced world as a manager in the nursing realm, and I found that commonly my cup was completely empty, and energetically I had zero to give, especially after work. And so the energetic alignment really comes in when we can look at our life as a whole. And I love using the balance wheel, and I've incorporated some energy systems in relation to the balance wheel, just as a beautiful visual to say, like, where could I not be in balance? And this is an awareness tool that we get to like be, okay, like, I haven't called my mom in 4 weeks. Maybe I should check in on my mom. It's one of those things that just kind of get puts in our back burner. And as we are busy professionals, that we just continue to push, 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 push. And then, some of those cups just are, and our cups specifically is not being filled. So that's where a lot of this comes in. I love energetic alignment, finding out where I'm out of alignment or starting to come out of alignment before I am at the base of burnout.
Absolutely. And I think so many entrepreneurs can resonate with that, right? We all have lives outside of the business. And also, I would say we have lives inside the business, whether you're wearing your marketing hat, your CFO hat, your sales hat, right? And so there's so much to keep in balance. And I absolutely love that you're helping our attendees be able to align their energy to build a business that they love. And of course, with this event, it is not about theory, right? And I've hand selected all of our speakers, including you, because it's not about the theory, it's about the practical application. And you have the expertise and you've worked with people who you've been able to help find that alignment. So, what I would love if you would be willing to do it is if you could share with us a story where you taught a client some of the very things you're going to be teaching us in your session and the results that client got from implementing those things.
Well, I love this because this is what I practically do in all of my intuitive coaching sessions is use this principle and this model. I also love to like learn a little bit more about people on a personality level so we can like tailor coaching to their personality, which is really fun. However, like even past that, even not knowing somebody's personality, this really does work. So I have one specific client that I have in mind who is also a manager, very, very burned out. And she also has a high level of stress. She just naturally is a high stressed individual, just run, 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 run. She has push energy from the time her feet hit the floor till the time she goes to bed. And so that being said, she's a grandma, she's a mom, she's got family that are dealing with very strong, very big health issues, and then also managing in a healthcare profession. So feeling like she's stretched and doesn't even, is having a hard time finding time to exercise and take care of her body. And then all of a sudden now her blood pressure is high and, even having like a few little things as far as her heart, issues going on. And so anyway, that is where I find so much joy because when we can like find an actual physiological problem going on, your body's screaming, like, enough. You have to just knock this off. You have to knock something off, right? You cannot continue to go. Otherwise, you're going to be the one needing a caregiver. So, and we've seen this. We've seen this how often I don't know how often you've seen this, but in my world, I've seen it a ton. You go until you crash, right? I mean, it can be a migraine, it can be an injury, it can be something, but some way, somehow we're going to get slowed down. And so with this specific person, we slowed things down for her. We found like what creates passion and joy within every single one of the spots on the wheel. And then we started creating an avenue or a path. And it's a micro goal to get there. It's not something that's an all or nothing, because again, a lot of our mentality in this world is like we go and it is all or nothing. And we feel like we failed if it's not all, right?
Right.
So anyway, so it is finding that balance and that alignment piece, the energetic alignment. Energetic alignment comes when I can find joy in all avenues, right? And so even if I'm feeling like this project is not one that I absolutely love, which is something that she was involved in, when the like protocols were being implemented that were way outside of her integrity space, and she's like, how do I do this? How do I move forward in this? And so we created again new strategies and implemented them to where she actually had some talking points to talk to her boss with based on these actual little strategies, right? Not coming out of fear, not coming out of all of these like, lower frequency emotions, but coming from the higher power vibration and saying, this is my concerns, and like policies and procedures were changed because of her speaking up. So that's a big win. That one was a big, big win for on my side. I felt it was huge. And then to see like her stress level just go down by having the power to speak her own truth and some of this stuff, it was great. So
Oh, that's incredible. And such a great example of how what you'll be teaching us can impact life and business, and how that alignment of energy makes all the difference. I love that. So for those of you watching, okay, by now I know you're already like, this sounds like an incredible session. I want to be there. Of course you do, because you want to be able to participate in Carrie's session. Again, it's happening the first day of the event. That's April 17th. And it is titled Your Life in Balance. Align your energy to build a business you love. So you want to come and participate in her session. But I want to invite you to come as well, because you can ask Carrie questions in the chat during the event, and you want to be in her space because she has over 25 years of experience in the healing arts. She blends science and soul, combining energy work, somatic practices, and mindset coaching to help others live with alignment and authenticity. So you want to be in her space to be able to ask her questions as well as participate in her incredible session. But we have an extra surprise, because if you attend Carrie's session live, not only do you get to hang out in her space, participate, but you also have the chance to win something pretty phenomenal from Carrie herself. Carrie, why don't you share what one lucky attendee has the chance to win?
you will get a lifetime access to my course. And this course will be consistently like as things evolve and as I'm learning and, still using these practices, it continues to evolve. And so that being said, right now the course is an 8-module course, self-paced, so you can just go in and start working at it. And it's fun because you can even incorporate it with your family or your team or whatever you want to. This can be a great strategy as a team building workshop and implementing it, you see, one day a week. So anyway, that's what you'll get. You'll get my course that has been created specifically for this. And yeah, I'm excited.
Absolutely. So again, you want to attend live to have the chance to win this incredible course from Carrie, to be in her space, and of course, to participate in her session, Your Life in Balance. Align your energy to build a business you love. So now you're probably going, okay, great. I've got my calendar marked for the 17th and the 18th. I'm excited for Carrie's session. I want to attend live. How do I do that? You're going to go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. That is summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. And when you go to type in and register to get your tickets, if you say that Carrie, that's her right here, she gave us this summit sneak peek, type in Carrie as the one who referred you, and you can get your ticket to this 2-day Get Good at Business event for free. So again, go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. Take advantage of getting a free ticket to this event by typing Carrie as the one who referred you. So Carrie, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us this little bit of a presentation preview. And for everybody watching, Carrie and I will see you at the event.